Very good morning, everybody. We are talking about phonetics. I had some calls from the students and they were asking me about the topics included in the syllabus. I will send you the PDF file of complete syllabus very soon. But yet, I would like to read some topics which are included in our syllabus. In previous lectures, I told you that this particular paper is not related with literature. It is related with language and its pronunciation. Of course, it is English language. Phonetics. I think when you were in the second year, one topic was there in compulsory English, vowels and consonants. That one also related with phonetics. So you have some ideas about the phonetics. Of course, it was not in detail, in depth. We will cover all the topics in this semester. This particular paper, it consists of 75 marks. Out of 75, 40 marks are for university examinations and 35 marks are for continuous assessment. The topics which are included in our syllabus, I would like to read it. What is phonetics, first of all? Then organs of speech, respiratory systems, articulatory system, phonatory system. Then we have the broad description of English sounds, description in two groups, classification and description of vowels and classification and description of consonant sounds. Then we have phonology, then we have syllable, we have word accent, intonation, rhythms, and finally we have the practice in phonetic transcription. So these are the topics which are included in our syllabus. We will cover it. First of all, in the beginning, you will feel that it is something different or tough. But when we go in detail, when we go in depth, you will notice that it is not so easy as you were thinking about it. It is related with phonetics, language. It means that in the previous example, in previous lecture, I talked on the importance of English language. You might remember. In this lecture, I would like to directly deal with the syllabus. Phonetics. What is phonetics? Phonetics is the scientific study of sounds. Remember, scientific and detailed study of sounds. Phonetics is one of the branches of linguistics. Then question may be raised in your mind, what is linguistic? Linguistic is a broad concept. In linguistics, the scientific study of the language is done there. Linguistics has so many branches, and phonetics is one of them. Phonetics is the scientific study of sounds. Phonetics and phonology. Again, phonetics is a concept. It has some other branches. Phonology. What is phonology? Phonology is the scientific study of the sounds occurred in one particular language. One particular language, not in all other languages. Of course, we are going to learn the sounds occurred in English language. Phonetics, phonology. We started from linguistic. Linguistic is the scientific study of the language, not any particular language. It is the study of the all languages. It has branches, and phonetics is one of them. It is the study of human sounds. And then phonology. Phonology means a scientific study, a detailed study of one particular language and its sounds. It is called phonology. Of course, here our concern is English language and sounds occurred in English language. This is the area that we have to cover it. So before we move forward, it is very important to know what is I am talking about sounds, etc. So it is a beginning with a very important point, sounds. We must know the difference between sounds and letters. What is the difference between sounds and letters? To understand the difference between sounds and letters, we have to consider first of all the concept language. What is language? Language is the medium of communication through which we can communicate, through which we can interact. It is the medium of expression, our feelings, our opinions, our thoughts. So many languages are there. So it is the medium. Even a small baby, he has its own language. When he feels thirsty or hungry, he cries. And through his crying, he communicates with his or her mother that he is hungry or thirsty. It is a one particular language. It is also language. The dog barks and he alerts to the owner that someone stranger is coming, stranger is appearing. So it is the medium of communication. So we are not talking about, our concern is not with the languages of animals or other birds, etc. Our concern is with the human sounds. Language is the medium of communication. When we speak, it means that we are creating sounds. Language is of two kinds. First one is written language and the second one is spoken language. Language, remember, this is a very important point. Now we have started our syllabus. This is the first point. Letters and sounds. The difference between letters and sounds. we started from language. Language is of two kinds, written language and spoken language. Then what is written language? What is the difference between these two types of languages? When we use one particular language, we put on paper. When we speak, suppose English language, when we are trying to write, when we are trying to put on the paper, we use letters to represent, to put on the language on the paper. So whatever we write, it is called written language. Suppose this is the book, a textbook of, it is written there. It is a letter. Text, T-E-X-T, whatever it may be. The textbook of. Letters are used. So whatever is written on the page, it is called written language. And the second type of language is spoken language. What is meant by spoken language? Whatever we have to say, whatever we have to speak, when we utter through our mouth, when we create the sounds, that is called spoken language. I am interacting with you, I am teaching here. It means that I am speaking something. So whatever I am speaking, whatever I am talking, it is called as a spoken language. Written language on the one hand, and on the other hand, written language. So basic difference is that in the written language we use letters. T-E-X-T, text. So we use letters when we write your name. Suppose I am writing a name Amit. A-M-I-T. These are the letters. So we are using letters to represent that particular name on the paper. It is called written language. When I am speaking, when I am talking, Amit, it is sound. Ma, and then we have E, me, ami, and finally we have T, ami. So these are sounds. So you might have been understood the difference between letters and sounds. Letters are used to represent the sounds on the paper, and sounds are used to speak. Letters are used in a written language and sounds are used in a spoken language. So in phonetics, our concern is not with letters, as we have 26 alphabet letters in English language, but our concern is with the sounds occurred in English language. There is a lot of difference between letters and sounds. Remember, in English, we write English language with the help of 26 alphabet letters. But when we are speaking in English, when we are talking in English, we use 44 sounds. Remember, on the one hand, we have only 26 letters, but the 26 letters are uttered by 44 different sounds. You keep in your mind these two figures. 26, they are letters, and 44, they are sounds. Whatever I am talking with you, whatever I am speaking with you, it means that I am creating sounds. For the example, the word sound, S is there. A is there, U is there, and D is there. These are the sounds. This is the basic difference between letters and sound. So it was the first unit. You might have been understood it, and so I request to all the students, whatever I have uttered, whatever I told in this lecture, in this video, you must wrote down on your notebook the difference between letters and sounds, and step by step we will move forwards. So here I would like to conclude this particular topic, letters and sounds. Thank you.